And off we go. This journey of tokusatsu continues. We are still here talking about Geats, and now just a bunch of other addendum topics every week. I am Sleepy Witch, joined as always by my intrepid co-host
DJ Azure, the 2.5D hero talk tuber.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Honestly, I was thinking I was like, man, how long can we keep the gag about me introducing you first going? And I wasn't sure about it. You know, I was like, I could just keep introducing him first and specifically bring attention to it. And I'm sort of doing that now, but I don't know how long this is gonna go. We'll get there at some point. Anyway, Kick the Can Part 3.
Oh man, dude. There's a lot to talk about this episode, but let's go with the quick recap. Man, he looks so beat up.
Yeah, he's like dying. He's like dying. I was like, oh no, this is the Keiwa death episode.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then his sister's being targeted
left and right.
His sister's being targeted. I'm like, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, man, it is.
And then it's so funny because we see him basically dying, and then we immediately cut to Nago doing like a little joke, like I'm practicing kicking the can in the thing. Everyone's chilling, and he walks in. He basically runs out and is like, you know, his sister called him. She's in trouble. He's off, and then everyone else gets the notification for the thing. So
someone pointed out. The person that was most concerned of him walking out was Buffa.
Yeah,
Buffa was the person most concerned, which is a huge step up.
Yeah, I think Buffa like really sees Keiwa, the fact that Keiwa's out here like being like truly genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And considering kind of like the vibe he's gotten of Kamen Riders being like selfish, self-absorbed, and all this other stuff, and only doing things for themselves, I think Kei was like kind of character Buffa needs to like be around her to see to like kind of break out of that. But then we see Ninja Geats again. Tycoon saves his sister, who then touches his core ID, which brings her back memories.
Yeah, like I was shocked when I saw that. Like, oh my god. And then sorry, I just need to just break in and make the joke here. Right after that scene, we see the Amori Hill, and if you've seen Akiba Ranger, you know what I mean by it's the Amori Hill. Like during the group watch, it was just like it's the Amori Hill, and everyone, like at least like 3 other people, like joined me in yelling out it's the Amori Hill.
Gotcha.
I will show you that. Yeah, I actually I will show you that in, another time, or at least while you're talking. But you can
send it to me. But yeah, we got this hill that I don't know anything about because I am still a newbie to Toku, and she's remembering that their parents were killed by Jamato, which is a whole thing, which is now only like strengthening his resolve. His sister gets taken, he blacks out. Buffa basically decides he's gonna beat the shit out of Geats.
Yeah, like the thing about that too is that when we saw that, and it's like, wait, like someone in the group watch asked, wait, wouldn't his parents be revived like after the game's over? And then I reminded them that we learned that if all the riders lose, everything gets deleted, in that like everyone that died, things don't regenerate if they lose.
Yeah,
and
so
it's kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, so we don't know if this was specifically like the one where they lost with the can, or if it was just another one where all the riders lost.
Yeah, that is definitely probably what happened, because
or
said,
we have
just remembered it.
Yeah, or we have no idea, because you know a lot of these flashbacks, you know, especially in some series, like later on, like we get like extended flashbacks. So like it could be the fact that like their parents were writers and they just don't have the belts on in the flashback right now.
That could be a case for it.
So they could just be like dead and gone as writers as well, because like we could, you know, a couple months from now get another same flashback of that for some reason, and it's like the scene before where their like belts are destroyed and it's not something that she was able to see.
But yeah, like they're beating each other up, and also I'm gonna send you a picture right now. Look at that. They used a double crane setup to destroy the car. It's so cool.
Oh yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. It looked the car destruction looked really, really good. That was that was probably one of my favorite scenes. Just that they done like they're just crashing into the car looked really sick. The final boss gets away. Keiwa wakes up and he is determined. The Jamatos killed apparently his family, as he's found out, and he wants to do basically like a team up. It doesn't matter who wins as long as we save the world. To which basically everyone is like, hey dude, we got reasons to win. And like the funniest thing is Geets basically being like, you know, no one's in the wrong, no one wants to sacrifice themselves for everyone's world, you know. Would you, you know, to save your sister, you know, would you care about the rest of the world? And he kind of, and he tells Keiwa how entitled he is, and he's sitting there, like, thinking about that for a second, and all I could think of is, like, Keiwa's probably sitting there thinking, yeah, I probably would still care about the world. He's just that nice of a guy.
Exactly. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, he really is just the purest boy. Like, he's not breaking. He's not breaking.
Which, again, continues. We get to see him. He's got her sister. He's grown big. Everyone's off to do their own thing. Tycoon puts on the boost buckle and, proven Geets wrong yet again, basically decides to be like a living decoy for everyone else. Even if it won't win him, even if it won't do it, he cares about the world. He's such a good boy. He's so good. He's the greatest guy. To which, when all seems lost, the fucking ninja belt reacts to him.
Yeah, that it kind of just like shows that like the belts are kind of sentient in a way, or the buckles are.
Yeah, the buckles choose
it
their
rejected
riders a
Geets.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we get to see him do his sick ass flips. We got to see the like parkour through the building, which is very cool.
Oh yeah, like oh man, I remember like the way that it was panning like across rooms.
It was,
room
from room, and he's just like using the shunpo to go from between them, and then he actually puts boost back on, and he's got the double, and I'm like, yo, he's out here, dude. You know.
Yeah. The cool part about it too is that like it's a combination of CG and like the actual footage as well, and the actual suit footage as well too. Like it's so good.
Yes.
When we watch him do that.
It's such a cool scene. I will say my only complaint about this scene is that we see the boost, but we don't get to see like the boost raccoon. You know, like we saw the boost bull and the boost fox. When he does like the grand kick, that is my literal only like complaint. And then we have the like kick the can, to which like Nago technically wins. There was, here's the thing, we don't know what's going on because there was no announcement for that. So we're not technically sure who won. Geets, quote-unquote, kicked it first. Nago kicked it last, which was really impressed because she just shows up, like, in the air out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's
like,
hilarious.
It's like 30-foot vertical leap.
Yeah, and I mean, she, Cat, number one Cat, and also, like, you know, it was like Geets and Buffo were just fighting with each other the entire time.
Yeah.
And then we get to the moment of the episode.
Yep.
That we're all sad about.
Keiwa has been eliminated. He gives the belt. And this is why he's such a good boy. He was literally talking last episode about not trusting Geets anymore, and he leaves the buckle to him anyway.
Yeah.
He's too hurt. He's being returned to his civilian life. But, like, at least we've gotten confirmation he's going back to, like, his life. You know, he didn't die. I had a friend who caught up 1 or 2 days ago, and he was basically like, basically he was like, well, that's my reason for watching the show over. Because Keiwa was his favorite character, but he's gonna stick around for Nago. Well, we'll talk about that once we're done. He showed
there's no way he's done.
Yeah, he showed everyone his
done.
determination. He's gone. He's no longer qualified, and then Ace says to leave the rest to him. And then we get the newest rule: in the case of emergencies such as serious injury or illness that prevents participants from continue, they could be retired.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting because I would have thought it would be interesting to get someone who's got like an illness that they're trying to like cure with the wish.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get next episode preview, final 3 writers. The contest ends. We have our desired deity, and we get to see the new knockout buckle.
Ah, yes, the monster buckle.
Which apparently might be Punk Jack's.
Yeah, it's Punk Jack's. It's Punk Jack's special.
Which is interesting because color-wise, it doesn't match him at all. Like it's got the star theming,
it does not.
But it's like that blue and yellow looks more like Nago than.
Well, at the same time, but at the same time though, blue and orange are complementary colors, so they do make each other pop out more.
It's true, but the yellow's what throws the wrench in there.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, the big thing is, yeah, like you were saying, none of us think Kay was gone for real. I don't think he's gone. This is either going to be kind of like I said before, he's going to be retired, but there's going to be some sort of extra game kind of thing. 2, second theory that I had for a bit is maybe Keiwa is retired, but it is not the end of Tycoon. Because we're not sure if the ID cores themselves are locked to a single person, and his sister regained her memories from touching it. So for a second, I thought Keiwa was going to die, and she was going to put on the bell. So I still feel there's maybe a possibility of his sister coming back as Tycoon. But, oh man, this was, I'm so sad about Keiwa. I really like that.
Yeah.
My question now is going to be, the opening, prominently features him at one point, not just in the, show everyone's writer thing.
Oh, right.
So I wonder how they're going to change that. I wonder, because here's the thing, that scene was of him kind of just, walking by and, kind of melancholy looking up. So maybe they're going to change it a little bit to, almost like he's moved on. Maybe he'll have a suit. Maybe he gets a job now. Man.
Yeah, it's and after that, then I learned I was on Twitter today, and I was so sad because I saw this image.
Oh no!
Like.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Iconic. Yeah, I've heard this is an iconic location.
Yeah, the Hanami passenger terminal. Yeah, or as some people will know it as the Shinkenger stairs. It's and after that, both sides of it too, which basically means that we're also losing the really nice triangle checkered pattern that a lot of Toku was filmed at. And yeah, it's just really sad to think about how that spot is gone now.
Yeah, was there a specific reason why it's being torn down, or?
I didn't see why, but yeah, it's. I mean, I could probably look it up myself, but I mean, I was just mostly just oh just man, they took it down. Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
man.
because I mean, it is a ship terminal, so who knows?
Yeah,
who knows why.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. Wait. Right. Apparently, they knew for about 2 years that it would be demolished.
Gotcha. They might be they're probably just building a new terminal then or something.
Possibly. I mean, hopefully, but
let's
I don't know
hope the new terminal's just as iconic and it gets used for future for future tokus. But yeah, kind of sucks when that kind of thing happens. It's always fun kind of seeing that kind of location reused, but it's just one of those things where, I mean,
Oh, I see. Okay, I actually just looked it up. Harumi Terminal. Apparently, there was a tweet from 2020 that Sad Tokusatsu News today. Harumi Terminal to officially be dismantled following the Olympics. But yeah, like it was the Olympics and stuff like that. Sorry, like after the Olympics, it was already planned to go down.
gotcha.
Yeah. That's the yeah that is sad. It looks like it's gonna be a location that I'm not gonna be able to go to if I like do get to go to Japan.
Yeah, yeah. That is just
Yeah.
how it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, but yeah, that's yeah, I guess that's all the sadness from this week. I mean, man, if you were caught up on Don Bros, I could talk about other things, but you're getting closer.
Yeah, current Don Bro status. I'm on like episode 10, about a third of the way to 30. I'll be watching some more tomorrow as well, because it just lines up with my schedule. But I just basically watched Red or Momoi be sick and be healed by 300 Kibidongos.
That episode was hilarious.
Yes, and I also loved how I think it's Zenkaiger Black. Basically, the manager finally transforms, and she's like, "Hey, dude, what's going on?" And he's immediately like, "Hey, do you want your old life back?" To then, that's the next episode I watched. Haruka not being Oni's sister, which was.
Oof. That episode's great.
Yeah, that episode was
God.
good. Having her see everything like from a different point of view is cool, and also just like, oh man, having her not like knowing her life sucks, but like knowing that she doesn't want to do that to someone else and taking up like the responsibility regardless. In addition to like afterwards, everyone does the like Robotaro avatar change. So especially, bro, the Robotaro form. Also, this is the first time she has like her own unique weapon where she's pulled out the like club. I think. I don't think I've seen it before this, and that is so good. It's so good watching her beat up that guy with the club. Especially cathartic because he's the guy like kidnapping manga artists. So I'm sure she's out here like, hey, dude, develop your own talent.
Yeah. It's oh man, I loved it so much. It's such a good series.
Don Brothers, yeah, it's been wild.
Oh man.
Speaking on yeah, that's our second Toku show for this podcast. Soon we'll have 3 because we'll at least be covering like a couple of the first episodes of Kamen Rider Black Sun, one of the like first series to like get a good like English release like almost simultaneously, right?
They're actually releasing them all at once. They actually did the same thing, but I think the first one that actually did it, but not all at once though. It was like it was a couple years after, or a year after or something. It was Kamen Rider Amazons. Yeah, so like it's and not only that, it's the more mature style, so there's gonna be a lot more blood and gore from what I remember. So it's gonna be a lot more mature Black Sun.
Yeah, excited for Black Sun. I want to go back and watch Black Kamen Rider Black eventually as well. But I only got so much free time, you know. Eventually, if we got,
I don't know how I'm gonna handle it with my. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it with my watch group because I'm like, man, depending on how many episodes there are, like I could just straight up binge it, but I'm like,
yeah,
I might just spread it out across a couple weeks because I still have Akira Ranger and some other stuff too that I've been watching.
Yep, I'm probably just going to, if it's something that's dropping all at once, I'm probably just gonna do where I watch 1 or 2 to come to the episode with at least, and then see about the rest later.
Watch, you know what? Let's figure out how many episodes we're watching sometime before next episode, and we could basically like go through it.
Yeah, I mean,
slowly.
It drops on the 28th, so we can once we know when they're out, and we can be like, oh, it's 20 episodes, oh, it's 10 episodes, whatever it is. We can talk about that then. That way, we'll have an exact number to go through, and we can read that. Speaking about stuff that we're gonna talk about, fun news. We're actually going to be doing our first like mini special, I guess, episode. We'll be recording it this Wednesday. It'll probably come out sometime next week. And we actually, there's going to be some new Toku comics coming to Kickstarter soon called Neon Cyber Uprising. It is going to be some Western Toku with some, some pretty common writer influences. I know you were listing a bunch of the things that you thought were like homages or interesting things. Yeah. And I mean, the suit's pretty cool. The premise, pretty interesting as well. And in general, like it'll be fun to talk about. It's cool to talk about. It was really nice of them to like share the preview pages and stuff with us so that we could talk about it, as the Kickstarter's coming out. Mm-hmm. So super excited about that. I think it's still really cool that we get to do it.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to know more about it as well.
Yeah. We'll get some of the we'll talk about it. We have the information in the pages, and we'll talk about it. I'm probably definitely gonna end up backing the Kickstarter. I love comic book Kickstarters. I love seeing independent projects get funded and let bring more Toku to the West.
Exactly. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, because we want other people to join us in Toku Hell.
Yes. Very much so. I know. Oh man, this would be the one thing. I want to make a Toku T-shirt, and there was like a thing that I think it was Markusatsu tweeted out, and I asked him about it. So he said if I ended up doing a design for a T-shirt, I'd be allowed to use the text on it. But then it's like, if a friend tells you about Japanese Power Rangers, do not listen. You will then start watching Super Sentai and Kamen Rider and Ultraman. Then you'll fall in love with the characters and want to buy merch, and then you'll lose your money.
Man. The amount of money I spent. I'm still waiting for the restock at Big Bad Toy Store so I could get my belt already. I'm still laughing how how I'm waiting on the Desire Driver and Keith's Magnum. I'm still waiting for the restock so I can get it. So because I'm looking over to my right, and I see my Ninja Buckle waiting for me. I have that, and I don't even have it yet. But it's gonna be great though, because once I get it, I'm gonna have I mean, I'm not gonna try collecting all of the arm buckles because why would I? But I'm gonna have Magnum Boost, Zombie, and Ninja.
Is it true that that Ninja doesn't actually come with Tycoon's ID core?
I don't believe it does.
Where are we supposed to get them? I'm so sad.
I guess he's really not a main character. I'm just kidding.
I guess not. Here's the thing. I went over. A friend of mine introduced me to a different Toku friend of his, and we went over to his house to see his collection, but also to pick up some stuff he had ordered. And he had the Desire Driver, Zombie, and basically the stuff you haven't gotten in yet. And I got to play around with that stuff. Oh man, it feels hefty. It is nice. It is such a nice looking driver. But in addition to that, the one thing that him and I was pretty disappointed is the fact that the ID cores are just they're just little pieces of plastic that are transparent. And they don't have any individual sounds or things to them at all. So they're just literally super replaceable, which makes me think okay, if they're this simple, just release them, or just let me buy the set. I'm going to be so annoyed if it's one of those things where they're going to be spread out across different products, especially if Tycoon's isn't even with Ninja, which is where I'd assume it'd be.
Yeah, I mean what is it? To get the armed water, you have to buy the Magnum. I think armed. I think you get the Punk Jack core with armed Spike Ball. I think armed mace.
I think armed mace is in a set with claws. Because they released. Released a couple of them.
Oh wait, that's right.
As just little
monsters coming with Punk Jack. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think there's just a couple like of the duo sets. I think it's Claws and the like Morning Star things, and then it was Armed Arrow and the Shield come together. The hammer just comes with the regular driver. But
Yeah,
it's just one of the things where it's like I just want to buy them. Don't make this hard for me. Don't make it hard for me.
So the potential. Let me see here. Oh wait, wow, they already knew about this back in July. So it may be a Christmas campaign item, supposedly.
Oh,
and and no, the thing is, I'm looking at this thing from July 31st. The secondary rider is Conrad Tycoon. Their ID core is a Christmas campaign item. Primary riders and their forms are Geets Fox Magnum, Tycoon Tanuki Ninja, Buffa Bull Zombie, the Pan Panda Magnum, Nago Cat Beat. So they already knew about Beat back in July.
Yeah. Good to. Well, yeah. I guess they did.
Like I was just trying to find like Tycoon ID core, and that's the first thing I see.
Yeah. It's probably just something that people overlooked then. But okay. If it's this Christmas thing, again, I hope it's an easy to obtain Christmas thing.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too.
If not, luckily
this friend,
luckily this friend that my friend introduced me to is someone who orders this kind of stuff all the time, and orders like the web only campaign stuff sometimes. So if it comes to that, I can probably ask him to add me to a group order. Oh man, farewell Tycoon.
Yeah.
Literally
farewell,
the best
Tycoon.
boy, was never broken, was always brave, fought literally till he couldn't fight anymore.
Yeah, and and just gives
never lost hope.
And even still gives Ninja to Geets. Gives it to Ace.
Gives it to Ace. Yeah. I wish there would have been maybe a little bit more time so that he could have talked to like just like one or two words to like Buff and Nago as well. But though I wonder, especially with just kind of, they all kind of live in the same town and stuff. I wonder if there's going to be scenes where we're still going to see him as like a civilian, and it's going to be like, Nago or Buff are going to see him around, and they're going to do kind of like hey, what's up? And he's like, who are you? And if that's going to like break their hearts.
There's gonna be that, but I mean, like now that we know what happened with Tycoon's sister, he's definitely gonna touch another ID core and remember everything.
Yeah. Or depending on how it is, a thought that I'm having now. I thought maybe it would have been some way that the rule got broken, but I mean, he's been recording this video diaries that Tsumiri technically let him keep.
Well, we'll see if he gets it, if he still has it next episode, because he already was warned in episode 2 that he's not able to talk about it out loud.
Yeah, he's not able to like share that information with other people, but like because it was just a video diary for himself, it was like, okay, that's allowed. So I wonder if that's going to be like a thing where like maybe he won't see it now. Because especially like if you weren't someone who was keeping a video diary who started to, you like wouldn't look for it. But at some point maybe you're looking through your phone and you're like, why do I have this video here? What is that?
Yeah.
Which also brings to the question: how do you think they're gonna do the recap next episode? Because all the recaps have been him doing his diary.
Most likely because it is gonna because we are gonna be at the end of the game. Tsumugi is probably gonna be the one to do the recap. Where she's gonna be like, well, this is what you guys did, and looks like the Jamato area is still spreading, so it's your guys' job to finish the game.
Yeah,
or something like that.
It'll be interesting. I've really liked like I guess the more grounded way they've been doing the like recaps. It really depends because like sometimes like I don't think the Gaim recaps were like anything special, but then like the build recaps were like fourth wall breaking nonsense half the time.
Man,
I really
I mean, if we're gonna make fun of recaps, man, I have something for this, but yeah, it's like if you ever watch what's it called? If you've ever watched Kamen Rider Ghost, the joke is every episode starts off with "Ora wa Tenkuchi Takeru 18歳の誕生日ねosote kita ganma." Yeah, because he every episode is not like, it's not really a recap, but it basically shows the previous stuff, and it basically has him doing a spiel where it's like saying, "My name is Tenkuchi Takeru. On my 18th birthday, I was killed by Ganma." Like every episode, and
that's
it's
fun.
a meme.
That's
it's
good.
a meme. Yeah,
I'm apparently going to get one of the little, I don't know what they're called, things from Ghost. One of my friends was out of town for a wedding, and I guess while they were driving through at one of the little like shops they stopped by, they had these little like Kamen Rider toys, and apparently they're from Ghost. And I don't even know what it is, but they ended up picking it up for me.
Yeah. Man.
But yeah, interesting recaps. You know, we have to think of a funny way to do our recaps and our intros too. But with that, our 30 minutes are just about up. Thank you so much, the people who joined us, for, as always, being here, talking to us about all this stuff. If you got any questions, theories, anything you want to say, halfhourhenshin@gmail.com. Honestly, you know, do that. DM either me or Azure. I feel like at some point, if there were any other like VTubers who were into Toku and they wanted to come on, it would be cool to have like guests.
Ooh, yes.
So maybe open call. Are you a VTuber who likes Toku? Are you currently watching? You know, that's the one thing. Are you currently watching Geats? Because I don't want to spoil things for you. Just hit us up. Same email or on Twitter DMs, wherever you see us, and you know, you could be on a guest episode, or you know what, I'll reach out to some people. We'll see if we can get some guests for the show.
Yes.
Oh
yes,
man, I got some ideas there. We'll cut it here. Thank you so much for listening, as always. Thank you for joining us on this journey of Tokusatsu. I have been Sleepy Witch with my co-host
DJ Azure, the 2.5D Hero Takutuber.
Later.